Yo. Hey everybody, how y'all doing out there? I'm doing good. It's Juneteenth, 6/19/20, and yeah, Juneteenth. It has been a holiday in Texas, especially since 1980. But we're learning some things. That's good. That's good. We should learn some things. Let's get this right. Let's get it right this time. Anyway, that was called "The Last Thing on My Mind," and that song I played it and sent it out to Texas the other night for the Austin musician relief that for with a bunch of people. Paul Simon called me up to see if I would do it, and Paul McCartney did call because he said it was not nice to drop names in conversation, so I stopped there. You know, except James Taylor was on it too, and Willie Nelson. So, just to name a few. Anyway, I won't drop any more names. I want to send some love out to my good buddy Jimmy Metz up in Warren, Ohio. He's in hospital now. I may have mentioned to you he has ALS and he's fighting the big fight, but he's got some other problems that he needs to solve, and he can get out of there and get things straightened up and back on the road. And he's just incredible. He's an incredible guy. Also, my uncle Willard Prince, who lives in Jane Lou, West Virginia. It's like going toward Morgantown, going north toward Morgantown. And he's 97 years old. He's going to be 97 years old pretty soon. And you know what? He was the first guy I ever saw play the dobro. I was a little kid, and I think, I was a little kid, went to West Virginia with my family. It was deer season. My dad was going to deer hunt, but his band came down and guested on a country music show that was on out of Clarksburg. Oh, Weston, West Virginia. And my uncle, great uncle, Willard was in the band, and he played the slide. He played everything slippery out there. He played the steel, and he played a dobro, and that was probably the first time I ever saw a dobro. So I have him to, he's the first guy I ever saw play the dobro, and I went, wow, well, he's good. He's good. And I actually have the guitar that I saw him play. I'm going to show it to you because it's a cool guitar, and there weren't many of them made. But I used it. The last time you saw it was when we did a video for Paper Airplane with Allison, and I used this guitar as sort of just a prop, but it's an amazing guitar. Look at this. It's got, it used to have, it's now got like a dobro bridge under here, but this was originally a solid spruce sort of just a plate in there, very thin, like the top of a guitar, that vibrated and emitted vibrations and sound back through this cover plate. But these things are what really grabbed me. It's sort of like an old poster of a comedy or a sad, when you'd see it on movie posters from the 30s, 20s, 30s in there somewhere. So this thing is completely Art Deco. It's all made out of koa, beautiful koa from Hawaii. And all of the, it's just an amazing guitar. There weren't many of them made. It's called a Cathedranola, and they were made around 1925, right in there somewhere. And this is probably the first dobro I thought that I'd ever seen, but it's kind of cooler looking than a dobro, isn't it? I kind of would like to have some of these. Paul Beard, are you listening? Here's the secret. Here's our new $1 million plan. Everybody will have these, and you can turn them around if you're feeling sad, or if you're feeling happy. You can, and this could be the sad version. And we'll have maybe on this side we'll have a yin and yang, and we'll have one happy and one sad. Anyway, okay. Thanks for that. I'll hand this off to my invisible protector. I'm going to play another song here on this guitar. This is a Shearhorn guitar that Tim Shearhorn and I was playing Tim's guitars for a long time, loved them, have a bunch of them, but he said I had a dream one night and told him to build this guitar, which has no tuners here. They're back here, and I used the guitar just briefly. I used it on Travis Tritt's cut of It's a Great Day to Be Alive. I took it in the studio and used it that day, and I forget who else I recorded for, but I remember we cut the Daryl Scott song, It's a Great Day to Be Alive, and on this, and that song sold, I don't know what, Travis? How many Cadillacs did you buy after that? But it's a great guitar. There's something about having all this tension back here for you dobro geeks out there. There's something about, there's a harmonic here. I'm covering that up with some, don't look at that. That's just some foam that kills some noise back there. But no headstock. That totally freaked me out a little bit. There's a song called Big Scioto, or Big Sciote, however you want to say it, whichever state you're from, that's how you say it. But we cut it on Skip, Hop, and Wobble. It'd be a lot easier if I had Russ and Edgar here with me, but no, they're not here. Do you see them? Big coyote. Big coyote. I popped a string over there. Obviously, I don't play this guitar enough. Well, we'll fix that, won't we? Somebody wanted to hear just sort of an E minor jam, I think. E minor is a fun key to play in because you've got on dobro, you've got an open that's all within three frets there. But the E minor, that's a closed E minor. And that's those notes right there. But and a lot of things that relate to E minor. And there are a lot of places you can go from E minor. I love E minor. I love B minor too. Because we've written that one from there. We've written it. I just shifted down off of one string, pulled off the third string. Where would you be now? Sorry, maybe a copyright infringement, but too late. I only played I played less than 30 seconds of it, so you can't sue me. So, but B minor is great. Anyway, next time we get with Billy Strings, we'll play that. I did a podcast with Billy. We just talked on the phone one day, and he evidently recorded it. I knew he was. But I told him a lot of things. We just got off on fly fishing. We got off on, his love of cars, his fast cars, and I was telling him about all the cars that he's loving right now that are vintage cars that I saw brand new, and what those guys were doing to them back then. Hot rods, oh man, it was fun. We had a great conversation, and it's all on his podcast. I did another one with a guy named Tom Power, it was called Toy Heart. The podcast was called Toy Heart, and I think it was kind of commissioned or done through Bluegrass Situation. And Tom and I talked for a long time at IBMA last year, and when he left, I was like, I got more. So I think we're going to do some more, and that was a long one. So if you want to know all the dirty underbelly of my career and life, I think you should go listen to that one. It's called Toy Heart. It's fun doing these shows. I love doing this, and I find that it's a lot better if I don't plan a lot about it. I just kind of dress up, and I got this is Telluride weekend, folks. So here's my Telluride shirt from. It says 40. I don't know what that means. I've done 38 of those of Tellurides, and I'm missing Telluride right now. But there's something about being home too. It's like every year I go. At the end of Telluride, I go, well, maybe I'll take next year off. But then I think, no, I can't do that. It's just a part of my life, and we have a thing going on out there. Bela and Sam and Edgar, we used to do strength in numbers there. It was some of the highlights of my life have been in Telluride, Colorado, musical highlights. And next year, folks, this weekend, I think you can actually tune into Koto Radio, KOTO, out there in Telluride, Colorado, and you can hear a lot of things that have happened in the past at the festival, and there's always some great music there, and I don't know why, because it's 9,000 feet. You're 9,000 feet in the air, and no instrument works like it's supposed to. God didn't mean for us to play bluegrass music at 9,000 feet. It's just ridiculous. Everybody's sucking oxygen, and especially singers and drummers and people who put out a lot. That's even Sam Bush. No one's missing Telluride more than Sammy, but I think he's probably just fine, just like I am at home this year, watching things bloom in our backyards that we never saw before. So it's been quite an experience, folks, this lockdown and quarantine, and I hate that what it's done to people's lives emotionally and physically, and medically, but it's also been a time for me to really be home and reflect and know how lucky I am to do this for a living and come around, travel around the country and see great throngs of people like you. And we want to get back and doing it again, but I really don't know how it's going to work yet. Here, a friend of mine, Lauren Postma, sent in a request for this next song I'm going to attempt to play. It's a couple of songs off of some deep cuts off of some records that I've cut. And one song is called Changing Channels, and then he said I went in to Tell Her Lies and Feed Her Candy, which is an old song that I learned from Jim and Jesse. Sure, they learned it from some old timer back in the Virginia Hills. But I'm going to attempt to play that one for you. Hey, it's Dan Tominski's birthday tomorrow, if anybody wants to know that. I won't say how old he is, but he's old. He's really old. But he's getting better, actually. And I heard a record recently that he did all the parts himself, and it was killer. It's really killer. So if you come across something like that soon, I'm kind of out of touch with what everybody's releasing, so grab that. But happy birthday, Dan. So this is Changing Channels. I'm not sure. This was off a record called Changing Channels. So here we go. That was a trip for me too. That was a trip for me too. Okay, Miss Barbara. Miss Barbara sees on Juneteenth. Miss Barbara sees. Oh, all my friends over there in Scotland. I know it's nuts over there too. Every place, it's nuts all over that. Anytime she sees you. I found out that Miss Barbara was just part of a romper room, which was 150 markets and 150 teachers. A different teacher for every market. That's incredible. Okay, back. Hi, I'm Miss Barbara. And I see all my friends from Transatlantic Sessions, Allie, Phil, Don, Donald, Michael, John, Jamie, Daniel. Hi, Billy. How y'all doing? And let's see, what else? Okay, I think that kind of takes care. Oh, no, wait. Jamel is, and his wife, my saxophone player, are having a baby, and they don't know what it is. At these times, folks, they don't know if it's a boy or a girl. And so we're hoping it's a girl. They had a beautiful girl, Olivia, the first go around, so we're hoping for a girl, and we'll tell you if it works out. That we'll tell you again. We'll have more about that. Okay, nice to see you. Bye, Miss Barbara. That's ridiculous, I know, but put up with me, okay? Got Earl Scruggs in the house today. Earl Scruggs is right here. Hey, Earl. Okay, nice. My dad wanted to hear a song called Evelina. This is a Josh Graves song. I'm going to play this one real fast, and then play a little bit of another one and get on out of here. I know I'm wasting your valuable time. So, here's a Josh Graves tune. Wanted to hear an Akers tune, and I'm not going to play an Akers tune instrumental. I'm going to play one that we didn't play as an instrumental, and just kind of, for God's sakes, I'm not going to sing it because Allison already did. Hey, thanks for being here this week. Please, please, please donate to our these people. Jeff Colvin, I talked to you a while back about Jeff and his son Judge, and they just had a terrible thing happen. A tree fell on the two of them, and during a big straight line wind that we had here in Nashville. Would you donate to the Colvin family recovery at GoFundMe? And that's Jeff Colvin and his son, his little son, the Judge, and they have Angel Shelley watching over him. Please share that with other people, and have a great weekend. Have a great weekend. Wear your masks. Wash your hands. Wash your damn hands. So.